Hello and welcome back to this Trails to Azure Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we took our way into the Geofront once again and managed to play a game of Pom Party and place our wits up against the secret hacker which had access Jonah's terminal. We of course know that's Campanella. I'm not sure the special support section do, but in our time in there, Teotok came to our rescue, saving us from a fiery existential end. But either way, we now have Miss Teotok back. We're going to go for the classic Trails from Zero combination here for now. I went ahead and opened up her things and gave her a whole bunch of different quartz to match her. I need to get some more black sepith in order to get ourselves some better scales, but I gave her an updated couple of those, and now we have simply some missions in order to. We've got assisting the Republican Inspector, missing collection, beloved antique dolls from Mario Bell, assisting the Republic Inspector, and then Ernst the Road Monster Extermination. Of course, we always seem to do the monster tricks first, so without any further ado, let us make our way down to Ursula Road, and I will see you guys once we have found ourselves that monster. Right, to say this took me a while to find is an understatement, but here we go. We're up against some big blobs. So what we're actually going to do first is let's use our Star Blast. Star Blast, see how far that gets us. These things, I'm guessing, are going to be all about recovering. So, let us... What can we do? We don't know exactly what it's up to here, so... We're just going to attack with Randy for now. Analyze, of course, is really pretty good. Let's use a Calamity's Edge, where we know we'll hit a couple of them. These guys are just going to recover. I'm guessing this is going to suck. Try and take out as many of them as much with this aerial cannon. Doesn't do shit. All Spark Dines coming everywhere. Okay. Wazzy comes in, Wild Joker again, up some speed, but how useful is that really going to be? Take out one. We need to heal ourselves really here, so let's take our Curio Bomb, give it to ourselves, so I can then at some point do some better damage. Super Recovery hopefully shouldn't be enough to... Surely we're still going to get a chance to get a Calamity's Edge off, take out one of them. Right, now we got this. Brave Smash. Can we Brave Smash through multiple? These two are the weakest, so let's try and do those. And then let us do this here. Do the Holy Burst are the one, Cross Mirage is the one. Boom, 2, 3. Manages us to take out one, and then let's do a a Crash Bomb here. Does that take out two? Nice, one Spike Dine. Man, it took me so long to find it. We've obviously already been to the Spark Finder's Tower, which reminds me, we should probably go to the Moon Tower at some point. Maybe I will try and go see that, but we exterminated and we got the Aska. Look, a craft book. Appears to be featuring Alien Wazzy styles. Would you like to give it a try? But of course. Nice, we learnt Striked Heaven, which is always a good thing. So, after all that trouble, let us go and speak to the other... Let's go report this in and then speak to the other quest givers. So I'll see you guys in a second. So, we are back in the special support section, having put that one in. So we got my missing collection from Maribel and Inspector Merlot. Let's go for my collection. Precious Children... My precious, explain details when we come meet at the CEO's office in the IBC. You'll need the ID card. So let's head towards the front desk and head towards the IBC building. which is now probably defunct and way less of a thing compared to what it used to be. But we're going to need to speak to our good old friend here. Thank you for coming. You must be here for Mrs. Crest. Exactly. That's what we were just about to ask you. Belle's antique dolls have been stolen. Those have been from the Rosenberg studio, but they'd not. Yes, both correct. Has been horribly destroyed ever since. No, this one is on short notice, because you see to our request now. Let's catch a thief. Cannot refuse in good conscience. Thank goodness. First, you'll need this card. What's this? It's an Ipc Identification Card, like the one we've seen before. We'll have access to other floors from the building with the elevator on it. Indeed. So we get to have access to the same floors from your previous one in Spring did. If I inquire on the C office, please head there. Thank you, Lanfei. Indeed, this used to be a special rate Sepith exchange, but I'm guessing we don't get that now. This, however, should lead us. Can we go see... I'm going to want to go see the supercomputer room, just to see if there's anything there. No, just the two regular guys. Been okay. We are looking for our broken dolls, but good luck to me. I'm guessing we'll come back to... That will play a part at some point as well, no doubt. But let's head to the 16th floor. I found collecting dolls rather creepy. There was, of course, a rather strange... there was a moment there between Ellie and I. So let's go speak to... It's me, Belle. Come in. Excuse us. Of course, I've got my Jada Craw voice, which is very politician-y. It's good to see you again, Belle. Hello, Ellie. Special support section. I heard you were back in town last night. Tia, how have you been? I'm doing fine. Glad to hear it. As you know, trade conference begins later today, so I know how busy you all are. I wish you luck this afternoon. Thanks, we'll do what we can. Are you not heading to the Orcus Tower yourself? That's right. I can't very well leave this part of work to my father left alone. He's on his own when it comes to handling all of his conference duties, so on that note, I think I owe you all an apology. Given we called you in as security for the conference, perhaps I shouldn't have requested this on short notice. Don't worry about it, Maribel. You've helped the SSS a lot, so this is the least we could do to pay you back. Some of those antique dollies you have got hijacked, right? Mind giving us a skinny? But of course. As you should know, I've been an avid collector of Rosenberg dolls for years. I've been keeping a total of 5 of them in my personal room here at the IBC. However, someone took the opportunity to steal them last night while I was away on business. 5 Rosenberg dolls, that would mean. They must be worth a fortune. The larger ones fetch at least a few million mirror at auction. Yes, but this is not a matter of monetary loss. I'm a mother who's had her precious children kidnapped from her. This is weird. I have dogs, they are my children, but having dolls as your children, a bit strange for me, not gonna lie. And I wanted Spicklefeet to be torn to limb in the middle of the harbour district. Easy now, Maribel. By personal room, you mean the one that's next door, right? That would mean the thief slipped past the IBC's world-class security. How's that possible? I thought it was strange too, and I don't have a perfect answer to your question. However, I'm also not surprised. Sorry guys, you're probably hearing my phone go off. What was left behind? What do you mean? I think it would be faster to simply show you. Take a look at this. It's an acrylic, Cyrillic, that's it. Calling card from Planet B. Indeed it is. The elusive thief that's stolen countless works of art from across the continent. Rumour has it he uses mysterious magic to seal his marks, and he always leaves a calling card at the scene. We obviously know about Blueblanc. Infiltrating the IBC is something only he could pull off. You all dealt with one of his certs earlier this year, didn't you? You did? He stole a statue from the former City Bill Hall building. In the end, we could not capture him. So he's back in Crossbell. You four getting all kinds of crazy hijinks before we joined, weren't you? So what does the card say? Allow me. Dear ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section, the 5 young girls with whom the young Madame adores are in my compassionate custody. Should you desire their freedom, you must cast upon each of their cages with the keys of truth. The first cage lies within the city. Search the throne of the constantly famed Century. So, do you understand you had no choice but to call you all here? This is a challenge from the Fenton Beat directly to the SSS. There's no other choice. He stole 5 priceless dolls for something this petty. This guy really is a nut job. Whatever reason, he didn't have to involve Maribel. We ain't overlooking this one. I wholeheartedly agree. Those Azure dolls mean the world to you, Belle. Thank you. I'll be counting on you. Before we begin the investigation, I want us to go over what the corner card says again. First of the 5 young girls part. We can chalk that up to the dolls themselves. 5 cages would be 5 spots where you hid the dolls, indeed. In other words, we'd like to find 5 locations that could be scattered everywhere. I can already see how difficult this is going to be. Luckily, we can limit this first one to the city at least. I need the threat of Constabulary's famed sentry. Any ideas? Famed sentry? I feel like I heard something along those lines recently. Anyway, let's not overthink it too much and search for the most logical spots. I'm expecting great things again, Special Support Section. I'll be waiting for you to bring my lost children home. We won't let you down, Maribel. I'll write the clue down in a detective notebook. We can use this as a basis to begin our investigation. Sorry if you're hearing the dogs. My dogs are currently deciding to wrestle underneath my feet. I record this in my spare room and they've just decided that this is apparently the most fun thing. So, famed sentry of the constables. You would believe this to be a direct relation to the cops. So, who is the famed sentry of the cops? That is probably the question. We don't need to check any of this. Theo, you're finally home. It's good to see you again, Fran. Same here. It's been the SS is in full power. You guys look unstoppable. I'm expecting big things from you. Huge. Well, we'll do what we can, Fran. Thanks for getting the autograph. It seems that Julia Sports truly is a celebrity. I'm looking forward to it. Fran is just a bigger Julia. She's cool and dignified. There we go. So, I'm going to do a little bit of speculation here, because obviously, if you're keeping up with the channel, you know that I'm playing through all these games. Do all of these characters appear in Trails in Cold Steel? I know that we're probably going to get some new ones. That doesn't really bother me. So, the famed sentry of the constabulary. My thought is it's either going to be in here or it's going to be... So, could that sentry be Mr. Sergey? That is what I'm thinking. It's not going to be Dudley. So let's head towards the Special Support Section and check our dear... There we go. Didn't we hear that Shoesold nicknamed Sergey the Sentinel? Ah, there we go. Would that mean that a desk and chair are famed sentry's throne? It's worth a shot. Take a look. Here we go. There's something under his desk. Let me try taking it out. What the? Is that the trunk? It reminds me of the one Kia was in when we found her at the sports auction. He's been taunting us by making this the first location. Yeah, even threw the Chief's old nickname in the mix. Let's check it out. Creepy. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. Next one. The second cage lies outside the city. Search the harvester's property and found off the Ramshackle Road. Genuine Rosenberg doll. The doll named Kanan the Bell that loves dearly. Even Maribel has a cute one, doesn't she? I find it weird. I mean, I would get like statues of characters, many of anime characters that I like, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know. When she starts making them out as if they're real, that feels a bit odd to me. Phantom BD is supposed to have some kind of deep reverence for beauty, right? Maybe this is a way of showing respect. As for the second card, it sounds like we're going to have to explore outside the city limits this time. Going around the whole damn state at this rate. Harvester's property off the Ramshackle Road. Given the connotation, it must be somewhere that's a polar opposite of a modern place in Crossbell City. Let's take a look at this doll and get looking for us. Yeah, let's go. So, what springs to mind if you say to me the polar opposite of a harvester's? You could argue, I suppose, that it's the opposite of a thing. There is, of course, Armorica Village makes sense. Ramshackle I wouldn't exactly mind that, and obviously Mishelm. So I'm gonna go for the boathouse because that feels like a Ramshackle. The definition for Ramshackle House. We of course need to but harvesters makes me think of the farmer's village, Armoka. So I need to fish because I need to start getting my fish quota up for the eventual fish skill challenges that I will be doing. It got away, god damn it. It got away again. It's because I'm doing the speed. I need to just take some time. Stop the speed. As we get the hit, what are we catching? An adamant turtle. That sounds pretty goddamn good to me, and then we'll do one earthworm. We won't stop until we've got one of each. We got a hit, and what did we get this time? A carp of 50 rails. We'll take it. Rage. Okay, so this isn't where we need to go. So, my next guess would be Armonica Village and a ramshackle hut. There's one thing that comes to my mind. So concerned with the future of the village, but that's not what we're concerned about. We're concerned about finding Mr. Blueblanc. There is, of course, a hut here, which has a whole bunch of other stuff in it. So, is this what you mean? Or if it's going to be off on an old path? Or a moon temple? Harvester? Was there a building? There might have been. Let me go check. Down here, there's the old Armonica Road, which is not something we've kind of looked around for a while. But what a cute panda. What I'm thinking is perhaps it will be off one of those areas of Ramshackle Road. Harvesters, I mean, it feels like it should be this area, but I might of course be wrong. But there is a hut or something, is there not? We're going to ignore the fights for now. I'll tell you what. If there's a hut here, we'll find it. You know what? No. We'll stick to it. We're going to do this whole one in an episode. Blueblanc's the 5 stolen dolls. So, there was, I believe. Yeah, I mean, you would call this road a ramshackle one, right? There was. Sorry guys, not our aim, we'll use an Oriole Cannon. Take down as many as we can, and then attack with to deal the last thing. No point sitting on the crafts for this one, I don't think we're going to get a big battle. Some Wind Sepith is of course interesting. There was a hut round here? Or something? No, there's this. But there was the other, there's the grounds. The places that got infested. If you remember correctly, there's like an area that got infested with monsters in the last episode, which had a hut in, I believe. I think. Thank God for the speed up button. Honestly. It does help us. It just helps you traverse the world a bit faster, to be honest. Right. So there's obviously the Sun Fort, which is this way. That's closed off. Guardian Force only. There was, I believe, another section. Maybe we don't have any. We don't have any refuse left. It's interesting. These things definitely aren't scared of us on the old Armonica Road, whereas some of the other animals definitely are. Smacking up Lloyd. Noel taking care of them there. So. Sorry guys. I told you that my dogs were very much here and being annoying. Something's evidently happened. They get annoyed. I hope it just adds to the surround ambience. I know it takes away from it, but sometimes I cannot dictate what they are going to do. Right. Here is the greeting area. That's fine. Surely not. Where there was another field area, I believe. I'm doing the wrong ones. I'm doing the wrong things. As we get a counter, but it's not going to help them. The guards, this really is no point. We'll just do this, just to fuck them all up. Why not? Use up some of my things, because I stupidly decided to use them. At least it puts Randy in a good position to do a S-craft at another point. But what a waste. Okay. There was fields, right? I feel like I'm not crazy for thinking that. Is it up here? Is there more fields up here? I'm just going to avoid everything for now. God damn it. God damn it. And then I've got to start thinking about what the other things might be. What might the other things be? We get a little boost there from your boy. I do need to go to shops and buy more tier bombs. I know I am a fan of using... I'm always going to be an advocate for using... Here, this is what I'm on about. The gate is open. As I recall, this property is owned by... Yep, got it right. Owned by a legend isn't normally open to the public. Perhaps they left it unlocked. Surely not on purpose. Either way, check it out if wants. Watch your step. Aye, aye, Captain. Indeed. These things, these anteaters, I remember now. We're just going to attack with everyone. Things, let's get the... If they all bump together, then we can use Death Scorpion. Still, a lot of damage for one. Damage there. Fragrant Aroma really does knock everyone out. That's fine. Boom. We'll take it all. So, there is blatantly going to be... Oh, yes. We'll take the beatdown. Free money. I mean, it's also good to find somewhere where we can level up a little bit more extensively. We'll level other stuff in here. Okay. Oh my god. We're actually going to use this to heal up Lloyd first. We're going to wait for them all to group in a bit further together. Nice. If we group them all together a bit better. Yes, they self-destruct. It's the thing you got to worry about. Okay, I remember. Nice. Oh, nice. I'm okay with stuff self-destructing and taking a little bit of damage. So, what did we gain from this? A Septium Vein. Nice. He stole the spotlight. Very nice. Party formation displayed. That's fine. Doesn't do that much, her thing, which is rather annoying. Do this just to protect our thought process here. One. Two. Nice. Be able to protect our things. I desperately need to get items though. Natural Remedy. We'll take it and then take one there. We got ourselves some stimulants as well. Let's have a look at this. Celestial Balm, of course, is going to help. Just after I got us new stock from Mr. Hayworth as well. we're probably going to fuck everything up pretty confidently here, especially with the team rush. Boom. Very nicely done. We're close to levels up on everyone as well, which is always good. Then here is a Ramshackle Cart, this being where we need to be. Got that one in 1. Always nice to know that I'm still not completely dumb most of the time. We'll do a crash bomb so they can't even hit us. Now take them out here. 1. Hustle away go. Take the speed down. Hit them with a spike. Woo! Hey, on the search of dolls. The second trunk is here. Harvests property off the Ramshackle Road. Uses space to store materials, so it must have been Thunder PB who opened up the gate without permission. He does score a star. Let's take a look. This one looks like key. Key is fixed by third cage lies outside the city, somewhere where one stands with their back bathed in a goddess's shining visage. Interesting. Outside of the city, shining visage. That is a curious one. I'm going to make my way back to Oromoka village just to go back to the car. I'll see you guys there in a second. So, we're back here in Oromoka village, and we need to find somewhere where you are... Why am I resting twice? Somewhere where you're resting inside of the bathing in the goddess's light. I mean, so first thing that comes to mind is there a fountain of some sort here? And it said outside of the city, which technically this is. This is what I would say. Oh, interesting. I'm sure you know, Julia. We have old friends who were appointed to the cathedral not long ago. And Clyde with one of the sisters. It seems she's teaching a class outside the cathedral today. Oh, I see. We still are at Deb felt back then. I would like to see her today, if possible. Princess Claudia. And Keen Miss Sheena Swartz. Oh, there you are. I mean, it feels like I may have done something wrong. We meet again. We've been expecting you. How did you know we were coming? Siege informed us. He's monitoring the surrounding sky. He said you'll be arriving shortly. The white falcon we met yesterday. Yeah, he really is amazing. Siege recognized you, informant of the Royal Guard after all. But enough of that. What brings you here today? Oh, new face with you. Tio Plateau, pleased to meet you. It is an honor. Honor's all mine. Okay, honestly, we were just doing our rounds. No real reason for coming here. Never imagined we would be meeting the princess and seeing your captain. I mean, we are looking for some dolls. Are you here to pay your respects? That's right. Resting place of many generations across billions. Not just to pay my respects, but to come to terms with the suffering the Crossbell problem has caused. The lives has taken and changed forever. Yes, the feud over the ownership of Crossbell. Still mere coins. Non-aggression pact was only to stop escalating tensions between the two powers, allow Crossbell to breathe a sigh of relief, indeed. Liberal doesn't seem to have this problem, of course. They'll be able to tire of having empires. Railway guns pointed at Crossbell. I mean, these railway guns, I've seen them before and things, and I'm always like, man, that would just take so much long to put down the foundation. But anyway, something you can't ignore. Trade offers an opportunity to discuss Crossbell's future. Strengthening resolve. You have a firm heart. I envy the bright future Liberal City has in store for it. Thank you much. She would undeniably be a great rule. It's time. See you at the Orcus Tower, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. To all of those, but Here lies Ipc Seeker. Is that going to become interesting another point? And then of course we know, here lies Guy Bannings. A man we are undubitably indebted to. Sailor McLean. And of course, Oris's wife. But although there is that part, it's ironic that they call it the Crossbell problem. We learned a recipe for fresh sandwich. There seems to be a fair amount in these books everywhere, which is interesting. But I mean, outside the city, bathe sometimes. I don't know if they have this tradition in Shining Virgins. Ah! Check under the altar. There we go. Searched under the altar, and as he found it, there it is. Okay. I thought maybe it was something different. That I was going to go to the Moon Tower. This is what I was going to do, because I thought... But I wondered if they christen people in bathing. But there we go. Card affixed to the back of the trunk. 4 flies outside the city. Find the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. Must be Miss Dell. Belle loves this one. Brings $3. When did something like that? A duty for business on occasion, but not long enough for someone to do this. Goddess works in mysterious ways. This one is perplexing as the rest. Treat ramparts to be some sort of defensive structure. Include the western part to get a defensive structure in the west. That's one interpretation. Road of iron that snakes under the skirt. Not really sure what that means. Another figure of speech. Safe corruption. Let's take this trunk with us. I'm going to search for the next one. Bring the evildoer to peace. We will, as we get the Rosemount doll. So, the western ramparts defensive structure. We're of course talking about the gates here. So, let's look for the gates in the west. Which would be, of course, Bellegarde Gate. Is one such thing. And there should be a gate of iron. Is there a way in or out of these? Freight runs below. Should be careful because there's trains running through. It's the first time we've been allowed down here. It's a big moment. It's a big, big moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we have not been allowed down here at all. So, want to avoid the tracks as much as possible. There we go, we can see it here. How did this get here? Road of the Iron Snake. The snakes under the western ramparts. The Iron Road, the freight, and the rampart is Bellegarde Gate. Should probably open the trunk here, move it on to the platform. Indeed we will. As we get ourselves the Ren-looking doll. Final cage lies within the city. Soaring tower descends from the summit of 16 by 21 steps. And go to the vista of otherworldly windows. How can you descend by 21 from 16? Let's go around the city for another clue. So, from 21 to 16... What would you believe that to be? I mean, one of my thoughts goes to the vista of many windows. I mean, there's the Vista Apartments. So, let's head back towards the SSS garage. Let's head to downtown first, because that's what I'm thinking. Sorry guys, my dog is going off. And then, because you head down to here. Maybe it's not that, but you head down from 21 to 16. Loftus Apartments. These are thought processes, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, hello. Home for a rest. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go see what the dogs are annoyed about. Taking this opportunity to rest. Wait, I noticed Tia's back. Of course she is. Our console performance from dignitaries last night. I'm sure you did a great job. Was it nerve-wracking? Tad different. Sunny made her first appearance. I'll be in tomorrow. She was very nervous. Ilya treated her the same as usual. No surprises there. I can't imagine anything gets by Ilya, of course. It's true, Ilya never wavers when it comes to performing on stage. I feel as though someone like me could never be a match for her. Of course. She doesn't let herself go. Now, this is all great for world building. You saved that cat yesterday from the chandelier was incredible. Very kind. It was like my body moved on its own. No, the girl from yesterday. Her name was Shirley. And she was Randy's cousin. What kind of girl is she, if you don't mind me asking? You want to know about her? Can't tell Rixie the truth unless she's involved. Well, let's just say she's a troublemaker that does whatever she damn pleases. She can be a real pain in the ass. Nothing good can come from getting involved. So you better be careful. She looked like she took a real shine to you, Rixia. A knows a thing. Very true. She got sexually assaulted, which is not cool. Bloody Shirley. Think it's only a matter of time before she and Yin cross paths. Something wrong? Nothing. I'll take what you said to heart. I have more than enough experience from fending off Ilya, so I think I'll manage her advances. Very true. So, that was very nice. But evidently we're wrong. I'm wrong about this one. So, I mean, we could talk to the manager. From 16 to 21 is... I mean, let's try here. Let's maybe check the roof. Nice! So if I didn't realise that if we give them something, it's none. I mean, from 21... So let's check out this thing. Descend from the summit of 16 by 21 steps to go to the vista of otherworldly windows. By 16 to 21 steps. Was that 16 by 21 steps? Interesting. This one I might not know. The rest I've managed to get, but this one might be slightly more difficult. A vista of otherworldly windows. It's probably the bit that I'm struggling with. A vista of otherworldly windows. I mean, Hotel Millennium is somewhat of a tower. I mean, it goes on for fucking ages. Is there a way to get up to the top of this building? 16 by 25. I mean, the IBC. I mean, I've got it. I think it's in the computer room of the IBC, and I'm saying that because 16 take away 21 equals basement 5. Otherworldly windows are computer screens, you could argue, are otherworldly windows, or any sort of monitor. So clever. There it is, the final trunk. The soaring tower descend from the summit by 16 to 21 steps. There we go. Descend from the 16th floor to the 5th basement floor. This is otherworldly windows. There we go. Got it. The only other place that makes sense. Let's take a look inside. Here we go. Belle's favourite doll. Card is on the back. This must be the end. It was exhausting. Huh? What's up? Alert indicating new orbital mail. Wait, is that a Mr. Stoll? Sitting right there, how'd you guys not see it? More concerned about the timings of the orbital mail, may I take a look? Blueblanc. Huh? What's going on, Tio? Sender Stanham Thief B. Of course it is. What? You've got to be kidding. Mind opening it? Roger. Form Panther Thief B. Subject. To the lovely ladies and gentlemen, special support section. First, allow me to express my gratitude for everything entertained me thus far. My next sincerest apologies to the doll's owner, Miss Maribor Qua, and their creator, Master Jorg, for being oh so impolite. However, rest assured that I took the utmost care not to damage these beautiful works of art whilst they were in my care. And I'll be excusing myself to these lands before long. Thank you again and farewell. Force number 10 of the Society of Orbrus, the Phantom Thief, the Blueblanc, looks forward to your continued growth and prays the goddess grants you luck. P.S. Odd mail will automatically deleted and be impossible to save or traced. There's also a guy, given that, who thought everyone's suspension from Phantom Thief was actually an enforcer of Orbrus. He hinted that it being friends of Ren before, didn't he? Tio, is it possible to track where that mail? Somewhere clue we can glean from it. Trying, but it's not going well. Source data was deleting itself the second we opened it. It's unaffected terminals, the recovery is likely impossible. Burglar Boy did cover all of his bases, and seeing all this remains diddly squat about the hacker that trapped us in Geofront. Good point. Vast amount of technology at their disposal, and they know how to use it. Are they going to piece together it's an Orbrus member? I'm not sure what's happening right now. Clay, we have to verify this breach didn't have an impact on any of our data. Left the virus, we need to get back to work. Of course. Let's go speak to Maribel. Of course. Interesting, though. We gleaned a lot of information today. Now I understand. Still, a shock to hear the legendary Phantom B is a member of Orbrus. That's true. It's no wonder he's alluded to capture as long as he has. In the event he is captured, I'll march into his jail cell and carry out the execution myself. It's a lot. It's a big ask to old take. We wanted to capture him as much as you did. Well, simply returning your dolls. Indeed. Handed over 5 trunks holding the Rosenberg dolls to Maribel. Welcome home, Alice Kane and Leet, Miss Dell and Sharon. I have no complaints or further comments this time. All that matters is my precious Rosenberg girls have come home safe and sound. And a long trip home at that, Phantom Thief B is nothing but for her. We went through the trouble of putting them in sturdy trunks and scattering them in safe locations around the state. A lot of work down there, you mention it. Better off had you not stolen them in the first place. There is true. I'll make further improvements to our security to ensure this never happens again. I'm going to have our security department working harder than they ever have before. They can learn or two from the SSS. You were all a great help. Indeed you were. Don't mention it, Bell. That's what friends are for. Now, wait. This happened last time. It couldn't be. Something wrong, Lloyd? Why do you look at me like that? Let me explain. Case we solved ended him disguising himself as a client. Holy smokes. Are you implying? Let me be more direct. Are you the Mayor of Croix? Oh! Of course she is. Oh, come now, Lloyd. Where'd you get off being rude in my office? After I went on my way to thank you. There's no mistaking it. It is the Maribel. There we go. As we have successfully, however, completed this mission. As we have handed our authorization in. But, let's head back to the special support section. And I'm going to say, if you've enjoyed this, please, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, where we'll take on the last support request. And, as I alluded to, I want to go check out the Moon Tower. So, whether or not I'm going to do that first, or do that in between, is the best idea. I want to check it out anyway, regardless. But, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.